Nicole and I have more credit cards than everyone I know. I have 13 in my name, Nicole has another 10, and I can't prove it, but having 23 cards feels like more cards than most households have. Whether or not it is, doesn't really matter. We pay off all our balances on time and in full. As long as we're doing that, it doesn't matter whether we have 23 cards or 1. 23 cards might work for us, but other people might prefer to have only 1 or 2 cards. That's fine. You need to have a strategy that works for you and meets your needs. Today, I'm going to talk about my parents, their credit card strategy, and hopefully show how different credit card strategies can work for different people. If that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe, and grab a drink as we get going. Hi everyone, my name is Ryan, and thanks for joining me as part of the Travel Points family. We focus on how to use credit cards to subsidize family vacations. Taking our loved ones on vacation is expensive, so let's bring those costs down and take our families farther for less. My parents are fully retired. They were able to plan and save for their retirement era. Now they are enjoying their grandchildren and their golden years, and they deserve it. But they still have expenses. They still have to eat, put gas in the car, and pay for the internet so they can watch the videos I post to the channel. But they aren't using 23 cards to do so. No, they have 2 cards. Let me take that back. They have 3 cards now, but I'm going to circle back to that. Now, simplicity has its appeal, and I totally get that. But besides the simplicity, my parents have a credit card strategy that works for them. And that is all anyone needs. For years, my parents had 2 credit cards, a Visa from their local credit union and a Costco card. Originally, the Costco card was from American Express, then they changed partners, and now it's a Citi Visa. Now, the Costco card gave them some cash back each year. The credit card from the teacher's credit union didn't really earn anything. It did have a ridiculous interest rate for a credit card. I mean, it came in, it was under 10%, like 9.8. When they moved to West Palm Beach, though, they eventually got rid of the Visa from the credit union. They replaced it with a Hilton Honors card from American Express. Now, whenever they go to Costco, of course they use their Costco card, but everything else goes on the Hilton card. This gives them tons of Hilton points. As COVID restrictions eased a few years ago, they planned a Mediterranean cruise. Part of their trip was staying a few days in Rome. Now, we had been talking with them about our free nights at Marriott's. My mom was very proud that she had booked some nights on points, and I was proud of her too. But I think she had booked the she had booked the DoubleTree because we had talked about how much my dad really likes their cookies. As a side note here, last year we were taking a trip to San Antonio, and we ended up getting walked from my brother-in-law's timeshare. We ended up at the Emily Morgan San Antonio, a DoubleTree hotel. And their cookies are fantastic. They keep them in a warming drawer by the front desk. It's a nice little thing, especially if you have kids. But I was like, Mom, you're taking a trip to Europe. You've never been to Rome. Can't you do better than the DoubleTree? So I offered to help them find a nicer hotel. And that's when I saw just how many points they had been sitting on. Nearly 1 million Hilton points. I convinced them to book the Rome Cavalieri, a Waldorf Astoria hotel. It cost them more points, but they thanked me anyway because it was the Waldorf Astoria. They had all those Hilton points though because they put all their spending on their no annual fee, no frills Hilton Honors card. Having 23 credit cards works for me and Nicole because we're trying to figure out trips for 5, flights for 5, hotels for 5, and I want to do the extra work. We need as many points as we can get our hands on. Which is not to say that our strategy wouldn't work for a young married couple with no kids. But juggling 23 cards is more complicated than running a strategy with only 2 cards. Are those complications worth it for you? You can go with a 2 or 3 card strategy and get yourself and loved ones farther for less. Look up the Capital One Duo, the Chase Trifecta, the Amex Trifecta, or the Citi Trifecta. Each of those are systems of 2 to 3 cards that complement each other. There are pros and cons to each of them, but they work, and they can work well for you. So what's the best setup for you? Well, there's no right answer that I can give you, but there's really no wrong answer either. Everyone's situations, needs, and priorities are different, and that's fine, but everyone can benefit from having a credit card strategy in place. Sometimes that strategy might need adjusting. You might need to add a card, you might need to cancel a card, you might need to product change one card to another. Now, I helped my parents do that this summer. I spoke with them about the Hilton Surpass card. I thought the Surpass was a better fit for them than the regular Hilton Honors card. Now, for a no annual fee card, the Hilton Honors card is a strong earner. It gets 7x on Hilton purchases, 5x on restaurants, 5x on supermarkets, and on gas. And it still gets 3x on everything else. That covers 3 major spending categories and gives you a solid base rate, as long as you're fine earning Hilton points. And my parents proved that you can rack up tons of Hilton points that way. The Surpass, though, improves on all those categories. The Surpass gets 12x on Hilton purchases, 6x on restaurants, supermarkets, and gas. There's a 4x for online retail shopping, and you still have the base rate of 3x on everything else. It does now have an annual fee of $150. But it also has additional benefits. First of all, there's a $200 Hilton credit that's broken down into $50 a quarter. You can also earn a free night award after you spend $15,000 in a calendar year. Now, my parents use their Hilton card for nearly all their spending. They'll put $15,000 on it every year. In fact, they'll put $40,000 on it each year and earn diamond status as well. So even if they forget about the quarterly Hilton credit, and they might, I'll try to remind them, but the free night and the diamond status will more than make up for the Surpass's annual fee. And of course, there's also a sign-up bonus. The welcome offer was for 130,000 points and a free night award after spending $3,000 in 3 months. And there was also a referral bonus. My mom could refer my dad for the card and earn an additional 10 or 15,000 points. I forget how much exactly. So they actually decided to get the Surpass card, and I walked them through the referral and application process. They were approved and it's now in their wallet. They're making their 2 to 3 cards work for them. Now, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Regardless, thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. It doesn't matter how many cards you have, how little you pay in annual fees, or how much. What matters is figuring out how to make credit cards work for you and your family. Choosing the right strategy is key. To help you figure that out, take a look at these videos here. Oh, go ahead, you can click now. Oh, still not ready? There you go.